So, for scheduling reasons, we pre-taped the last few shows, and we haven't had a chance to address Paula Deen's situation. And I know the five of us watched her interview with Matt Lauer this morning, and I'd love to hear your thoughts about the subject. And I also, want to talk about this for a little while because our viewers have been asking us on social media how we feel about the situation. So, anybody want to go first?
I'll go first. I mean, here's how I feel. I've known Paula for quite a long time. I know her boys, I know her, I know her family, I've spent time with her. I've never seen a bit of prejudice from this woman, whether it is black, white, gay, straight, green, red, purple. I've never seen an ounce of hate from her. And when I read the things that happened, and I mean, I was a little shocked, I was a little taken back, and at the end of the day, just sad. As a general statement, just a little bit of sad. But I can tell you that in all the times that I've spent with her, and it's been a good amount of time, I have never seen an ounce of hate out of this woman. And I think how people are trying to portray her now, and certain people want her to be viewed a certain way, I just don't see it. And I never have. And I could only speak about what I've seen and what I know.
Well, I think we can only all speak to how we've known and just been loved by Paula in a lot of ways. And I have spent time with her sons as well, with her whole family. And I think the two words that would always come to my mind first when talking about Paula is genuine and love. Like that is all I've ever experienced. And I would agree. I was shocked. I was sad. I was confused. I mean, none of it made sense. And what was interesting from the interview this morning was I think what she tried to say was this was something that has so hurt her in a way that we don't necessarily appreciate the first thing because it's such a horrible thing that we're hearing about. It hurt her because she knows she's not that person. And she wants to make sure that people who know her are speaking about her in a way that's truthful to just verify that she is that loving, wonderful, non-prejudicial person.
Yeah, that's what I took away from it, too. Yeah. It's like there are a lot of people saying a lot of things about Paula Deen who don't even know Paula Deen.
Right.
They don't know what she said last year or 5 years ago or 30 years ago, for that matter. They weren't there. They weren't in the room. For me, it's an issue of when somebody's thoughts are not aligned with their words. I really believe that every thought that you have creates something. And every word that comes out of your mouth has some kind of consequence. So it's really important for everything that you're thinking to come out of your mouth the right way. So if you don't want, people to take your words the wrong way, they can't come out of your mouth. And so that's why I feel bad for her, because I feel like she said something that she didn't really believe, or she didn't, the feeling behind the N-word wasn't there. It wasn't a nasty feeling. That's at least what I think.
And I think it's intent. And I think that's what you're saying. Being a black person who was raised and grew up in the South, knowing Paula, when I heard it, I put a tweet out saying, I love you and I support you. And that got a backlash. And I think it's about intent. You could say orange to me, but if I feel a negative, hateful intent, I'm going to be hurt. Right. I don't care if it's I would not like to hear the N-word. But the other thing is, and I think I'm reminded of this, when forgiveness is power. And that's what was just in my heart when I read all this. And basically, I want to say, how powerful are you? At the end of the day, how powerful are you to forgive somebody and move on? Because unless we can tackle this and move on and forgive it and not stay in a place, this will always be an issue. It's always going to be the simmering thing.
On to some happier news. Happier news, congratulations.